Hello there. My name is Rich, and my wife Joanne is back at the camper working today. If you're new to this channel, we are Washington State Park campground hosts. My wife works remotely while I do the primary camp host deal. We are not camp hosting now. We're on a little 2-week vacation. We're no longer at Pothole State Park, south of Moses Lake, Washington. We're at Doraga State Park for 3 nights. We came in yesterday, and I gotta say, what a beautiful park. Oh man, this is, I think it might be my favorite park so far. There's still been to a lot of the state parks, but still quite a few more to see. But an amazing place. The location of this is between Wenatchee, Washington and Chelan, Washington, right on the Columbia River. The water you see behind me is the Columbia River. It is controlled by dams, and lots of waterfront lakefront, what I'm trying to say, reservoir front here at the park. This is the boat launch area over there. They got 2 big boat launches, nice docks. They got a trail that goes all over the place, paved trail. The campground is up over that way. We're up there. There's about, I think it was 27 sites, and they're partial hookups. There is no sewer. Water power, 50, 30, 120, all that. There's a dump station, of course, out by the gate. They've got soccer fields, tennis courts, volleyball, horseshoe. I think there's baseball field. There's a legitimate swimming area, which I'll show here in a little bit. There's nothing saying you can't swim here. Actually, we did bring a couple of our dogs down, and my little tiny wire-haired dachshund went for a swim on leash. Of course, it has to be on leash when it's in the state park. You know, I'm not letting them, she's just hanging around, you know, not very deep. So being on a leash is not a safety concern. But yeah, so we're on a 2-week vacation here for 3 nights. We will depart here and go towards Alta Lake State Park for 10 nights. Looking forward to that. Some hikes I want to do and get the kayak out. We plan on getting the kayak out tomorrow after my wife gets off work. It's her final day before vacation tomorrow. Today the weather is cloudy, a little stormy coming through it now and then, and it's supposed to be kind of windy later. Yesterday was clear blue skies, mid 90s. It was hot. It's supposed to clear up. Today is just the front coming through, and it'll be back to really nice weather for a while. But yeah, so I thought I would show you where we're at for 3 nights and enjoying vacation, not having to host at all, just get to be in the park and watch other hosts work. Haha. But yeah, so again, if you're new to this channel, this channel I kind of jump around. Some's about cooking, hiking, kayaking, biking, campgrounds. It's just about our lifestyle, as we are full-time campground hosts for this Washington State Parks. And yeah, I'll show you more of this park. Stay tuned. So this here, that's the paths that I'm talking about. Super nice path. They're all over the place. We're coming up to where the playground is, the main swimming area. This is my first time down here, so you're seeing this the same time I am. Nice, nice playground, nice and clean. The staff here does an amazing job. These trees are trimmed up really nice. Beautiful, beautiful grounds. I mean, just look at that lush green grass. So many places to just sit and relax. You got picnic tables all over the place. Got some informational signs. Let's see what this is talking about. Again, new to me too, so let's see. Floodwater cave and toke? It must be floodwaters gave and took. Geez, boy, can I read. Yeah, this is all part of the major floods that came through from Lake Missoula in Montana that scarred this land and created some of the beauty you see. Down that way, that's downriver. Well, there's a storm coming right there too. Wenatchee's down that way, about 24 miles or so, 25 miles. But look at all these benches you can sit and enjoy. Nice grass area. Wow. This place is just amazing. Let's see here. Come on down this way. It's a nice swimming area. I'm not quite sure what the double buoys are. Maybe that's their lap swimming? I don't know. But boy, if it was same temperature when we came in today, yeah, I'd be getting in that water. Yeah, it's pretty chilly, but a little too cold today, wind and all that. But the park continues on that way. Again, from where I first started filming was off that way. Big pavilion over there, bathrooms, informational signs. Something that's really, really cool about this place is down over that way, there's a peninsula, I guess you'd call it, and it's dry camping out there for tents. And they do have carts that you can borrow to lug your tents and everything out, because you can't drive out there. But what a cool area. We will check that out too. I am just amazed. All right, let's continue on. Thought I'd share the little informational sign here at the park, mainly kind of showing you the map. Trying not to get some of this glare. So yeah, it's saying 28 sites for the hookup, which is up in here. The park continues. We're somewhere right in here. Here's where that little peninsula thing is, where all these sites are for dry camping tent. It does border some private property, but the park continues on the waterfront around. Let's continue on. And now we're coming up to the baseball, softball field, soccer field. There's some basketball hoops up there along with the tennis courts. Again, just tons of grass area. Trash cans all over the place. No excuse to be leaving your trash around. Again, lots of, not the official swimming area, but lots of places you can just go in for a swim. Take your dogs. Nothing saying you can't take dogs, just not in the official swimming area. Wow. Let's see. Is this water working? I could use a drink. Oh. Did it work? Well, I'll get a little bit. Not enough for me to get a drink. All right, well, let's continue on. Let's explore. All right, we're on this trail now. Kind of out to this peninsula thing. There's a lagoon here. Main river's over here. Coming up to the bridge. Now, we've been to this bridge, I believe. There was a geocache for a state park geocache challenge years ago. But we just parked at the main parking lot for day use up there. Came down here real quick, got the cache and left. We've never saw the rest of this park. So we are now. Oh, look at that. A little bit of a current going out. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get the kayaks out tomorrow after Joanne gets off work. Paddle down the river, explore this lagoon. You can see another bridge way over there. We'll be over there. Let's continue on. All right, so this is, remember I was talking about the carts. You pick up from up above and return them here, and I guess they take them back up to the top for you or whatever. So on the map, if you remember, we're now on this part right here. And you got all these tent sites here. Another dock here. We're going to go over, here's that other bridge I was kind of pointing out way off in the distance. It kind of dead ends at private property, so we'll just turn around and come back. I did find a good working drinking fountain there, get some water. Tastes good, nice and cold. So here's these tent sites. And they come down around. It's kind of nice, they got this little fencing shelter. Big field behind you. Nice concrete pad, nice fireplace, tent pad there. You know, I mean, you are closer to some neighbors, but I mean, they did a good job with this fencing to make it, you know, as private as they can. You got this nice grassy area. Again, the lagoon's right over there. Beautiful hillside over there. And they do have CXT bathrooms, non-flush, you know, type. They might be flushable. I doubt it. We're gonna check it out, but they got bathrooms close by. It is starting to sprinkle. That storm was showed off in the distance is here, but it's still like mid 70s, high 70s. What's a little sprinkle? Doesn't that do that in Hawaii all the time? It's a little sprinkle shower once a day or something like that, and people love that. So not bad at all. And you can see as it just continues around for all these sites, looking to make sure that nobody's in one of these. I don't want to be tromping through. That'd be rude as heck. And let's see what we got here. A little paved trail again. Comes down to this dock area. There's tents inside designated tent pads. They do irrigation, so you could be flooded out. Oh, what a nice dock. That's a great dock. More information on safety and rules. And let's walk down this dock. Ah, osprey. Couple of them. They have a distinct chirp, distinct call. Wow, nice little area. This doesn't say you can't swim here. It's pretty sandy right in there. Stable dock. Wow. See, it's a little stormy. Hopefully that main storm will pass by. I don't think I can zoom in enough on this. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just not going to catch him. Don't have the right camera for that. It is just my cell phone, but wow. That's Indiana, Washington on the other side. You got to go, boy, I think you got to go to Wenatchee to cross the river, and then up a ways north, upriver, to be able to get to the highway on that side. So there's no direct connection unless you take a boat across, of course. But yeah, let's continue on again. So there was a sign here on the dock, no swimming. I imagine not right around the docks, but I don't think it's a problem over there. You're away from everything if you're just gonna, so just don't get close to the docks. So, but I wanted to point out, it did say no swimming specifically on the dock. Don't want anyone getting in trouble. So I said we'd check out these bathrooms. Let's take a look. I would expect them to be super clean with the way this park is. Let's take a look. Yep, just a pit bathroom, but pretty clean, pretty clean. All right, well, let's continue on. Not much further along this trail. So we'll turn around and head back. Wow. Have you said wow yet? I mean, how can you not? This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, kind of coming up to the trail, the last bridge. And someone spent some time with some big rocks making a little pool. Nice beach. Getting a little stormy today, off towards Wenatchee. Still got some snow up in the mountains. Leavenworth, if I can find my finger. Whoa, way blurred out. So Wenatchee down that way and off that way, over yonder. That's where Leavenworth is, German theme town, fun place. can be an expensive place, but it's a fun place. You should at least see it once, especially during Christmas time. Boy, it's really beautiful. But we'll come check this out. Again, the lagoon. You see this white, that's part of orchards. Again, this borders private property. And I think it just pretty much ends over there. But let's go see. So we're on the trail bordering the orchard. Now this protective netting over the, looks like cherry trees to me. That's what it appears to be. More of a more natural little peninsula out there. No camping on that or anything. And it looks like we come up to another part of the day use. There are 2 group sites here. I believe it said each one can handle 150 people. I mean, that's pretty cool. You can have a big group. Ooh, big old widowmaker there. Nasty. All right, let's see here. Well, let's go catch up with you again when we get over there. So yes, down here is the 2 big group areas. You got another shelter there, fire ring, all this field. You can see this, we got nice benches around this big fire pit. Let's take a look at this pavilion. And we'll come around this way. That sprinkler's a little close. I might get a little wet, but not that wet. Bathrooms right there. Flush type toilets. And what a nice pavilion. Lots of picnic tables. We've got some power. A couple sinks. What a great area. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of it. Parking right over there. So if you're rented these out for the groups, you got close by parking. And again, river's right there. Interesting enough, when across the other bridge, we're heading back now. This is the end of it. But that second bridge that we crossed, the water was going out to the river, then from the little lagoon. But the first bridge, the water was going out to the river from the lagoon. So obviously there must be some source coming in to the lagoon from up on the hillside out that way, because I'm not quite sure how physics works on that water is going out both ends. But some wild rose growing over there. Quite a few flowers going right now. Well, we'll probably pick you up close to the RV parking. That's about the only place we haven't really shown you yet. See you there. All right, just came up to the sign. We're right on the edge of this group camping area. So the boat launch, 1.3 miles. That's pretty close to the edge of the RV parking. And of course, you know, open containers alcohol prohibited, except in your designated campsites or picnic areas. Don't want you just walking around on the trails, drinking your brouhaha or whatever your pleasure is. But yeah, just you can drink up the beauty. What do you need a beer for? Okay, yeah, I like beer. I'm a beer guy, so yeah, I do not make beer. Just do it at the campsite. Let's continue. You know, the one thing I was thinking about this water going out on both ends is, again, this is controlled by the dam. So I guess maybe if the reservoir is lowering, because the dam's more open, it would pour out both ends. I mean, that makes sense, because I have no idea if there's a spring in here or what. I don't know. Use your imagination. Here are those carts I was talking about that they offer you to take your gear out, to those campsites out on that peninsula. That's a really nice touch. That's super great that they offer something like that to help you out. All right, well, we're near the official swim area, not too far from camp now. Just had to come up. I wanted to show you those carts. Nice of them to have those. So up there, that's the host site in the campground, site number 1. And this is the terrible view that they have from that host site. I'm not sure I could live with that. The only drawback is I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, there is no sewer hookup for the host either. I mean, it'd be kind of weird that they have sewer and nobody else up on the loop. So as you're hosting from 1 to 3 months, man, I don't know. I'd like to have that sewer connection. You know, I couldn't take those long hot showers with my on-demand hot water, be filling the tanks up. Yeah, you can get one of those portable totes, I guess, to kind of help out, and that's a possibility, I guess. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to just keep having to take the camper and drive down to the dump station. I mean, that'd be kind of a pain after, especially if you were here for 3 months at a time. You know, I don't have 900-gallon tanks, you know, or some ridiculous size, you know, on these big RVs. Okay, nowhere near 900, but you get the point. So anyways, we're coming down to the dock and boat launches. Couldn't really see it when I started this too close, but we have more bathrooms right here, flush toilets. Yet another great dock. Same with your boat launch. Let's take a look at this boat launch. Nice. Really nice boat launch. Plenty of parking, plenty of space. Yes, you do have these power lines that run through. No big deal. Well, almost back to the RV parking. All right. There's those horseshoe and volleyball courts. The host site is over there. 1 through, 28? So these sites along here are pretty cool. You do have a good view of the river. It's just a big loop that goes around and back out. But we'll walk this up to our camper so you can take a look. Cue the music. Right. Handicap site. There's our camper, our car with the kayaks. Pretty nice site. This site does get number 16. Gets a late afternoon, early evening, lots of sun. And then it just keeps going around there. We're not going to go up that way. But yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Doraga State Park. You had to ascend WOW at least once. If not, I don't know what more you want. An ocean, I guess, but not here. That is a bat.
Yep, that is.
I thought that was a bat.
That is a bat.
Huh?
Back, it's above you.
Yeah.
It's in front of you now.
There's a couple of them in here. Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to see them. Oh yeah, look at the current come through here.
What?
This is pretty neat in here.
Huh?
This is neat in here.
Yeah.
Of all animals, a bat was not what I was expecting to see. Well, let's see if we can get out this way.
Nope. I think we're gonna have to turn around. We can't even get out this way over here.
We'll see. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a dead end this way.
Okay.
You can check just a little bit further. Yep. It's definitely a dead end. How cool though.
This is cool.
You can't get through the little channel there? It's pretty shallow.
Yeah, no.
Huh?
I was thinking right there, but there's a big pokey up in the middle of it.
Definitely not this way. Rocks in the way. We wouldn't be able to get over those rocks right there. It's too shallow.
Yep.
Oh yeah, if that one,
That wasn't there.
This piece of wood wasn't there,
Yep.
or that log. Well, I want to go around and kind of come in here.
Okay.
That's a cool little spot. Still can't believe we saw the bats. It's broad daylight.
I think it was only one bat. It looked around me and went back over you.
Ah, another log jam.
Huh?
I said another log jam, unfortunately.
Yeah. For yesterday, though, it would have been high enough.
Yeah. Oh, little babies. Little babies right there.
Oh, babies! Your mom is.
Ooh, am I gonna make it? Ooh, just barely. Pretty shallow there.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta get around those one rocks. Another one there. Looks like you got through. Yeah, real muddy.
Huh?
It's muddy there. Rivers are moving. Yeah, look how much current is over there. And straight ahead. Whee! This sure is cool.
Yep. The water's definitely going out of here because
Yeah,
I'm going backwards.
Yeah. Someone's dock.
So this is where we couldn't get through.
Yep. Well, I hope you like this video of showing Doraga State Park. It sure is a beautiful one. So much to do. Just an incredible place. If you like the video, give me a like. If you want, you can subscribe. Again, my content kind of jumps around because it's just about our life as a campground host. And, well, as mentioned, we're on our couple-week vacation before we go back to hosting again. Alrighty, well, take care.